I noticed that you receive selective information about everything. I came here to be the manager of Manchester United, not to be the coach of Manchester United. And that is clear. I know that my name is not Tuchel, is not Conte, is not Mourinho, but I'm the manager of Manchester United. And it's going to be like this for 18 months, or when the board decided to change. So that was my point. I want to finish with that. I'm not going to quit. I will do my job until other guy is coming here to replace me. I just want to say that I'm going to be the manager of this team, not just the coach. And I was really clear on that. And that is going to finish in 18 months. And then everyone is going to move on. That was the deal. That is my job, not to be a coach. If people cannot handle the Gary Nevilles and the criticisms of everything, we need to change the club. No, guys, I just want to say that I came here to be the manager of Manchester United, not to be the coach. And every department, the scouting department, the sport director needs to do their job. I will do mine for 18 months and then we move on.
Ruben Amorim has wasted no time in making his stance clear at Manchester United, delivering a powerful message to the club's hierarchy that he is here to be manager, not coach. The Portuguese tactician's words have already sparked intense debate, highlighting a growing tension between authority, responsibility, and control at Old Trafford. Amorim's appointment was meant to signal a new era built on clarity and long-term planning, but his early comments suggest he wants firm boundaries drawn behind the scenes. In modern football, the line between a head coach and a manager can be blurred, and Amorim is determined not to fall into that gray area. Speaking candidly, Amorim stressed that he expects full control over sporting decisions, from tactics and team selection to squad building and player development. He believes success can only be achieved if one clear voice leads the football project, rather than decisions being diluted by committees. Manchester United's recent history provides context for Amorim's challenge. Several previous managers struggled under overlapping structures, where recruitment strategies, player contracts, and even training methods were influenced by executives and football directors. Amorim's philosophy is rooted in accountability. By demanding autonomy, he is also accepting responsibility for results, making it clear that praise and criticism should land at his door, not be spread across the hierarchy. Sources close to the club suggest that Amorim has already outlined a detailed vision for how United should play, recruit, and evolve over the next few seasons. He reportedly wants alignment across all departments, but with the manager having the final say. This approach mirrors the structure that brought him success at Sporting CP, where he was trusted with authority and delivered silverware while developing young talents. Amorim believes that model can be adapted to the Premier League, even at a club as complex as Manchester United. His comments have resonated with sections of the fan base, many of whom are tired of constant interference and short-term thinking. Supporters see Amorim's stance as a refreshing demand for stability and clear leadership. However, others within football circles warn that such a firm position could create friction if expectations are not met quickly. Manchester United is a global institution with powerful stakeholders, and balancing autonomy with collaboration will be crucial. Amorim has been careful to stress that his stance is not about ego. Instead, he frames it as a professional necessity, arguing that confusion in leadership inevitably leads to confusion on the pitch. Early signs on the training ground suggest he is already stamping his authority on the squad, emphasizing discipline, intensity, and tactical intelligence. Players are said to be responding positively to the clarity of his methods. The Portuguese manager also hinted that recruitment must reflect his tactical identity, rather than opportunistic signings driven by commercial value. This is another area where he wants minimal interference. Manchester United's hierarchy now faces a defining choice: fully back Amorim's vision or risk repeating past mistakes. Partial support, he implies, would only set the project up for failure. For Amorim, the message is simple and uncompromising. If he is to be judged as the manager of Manchester United, he must be allowed to manage in every sense of the word. As the season unfolds, the success or failure of this power balance will become clearer. Results will ultimately determine whether Amorim's demand for autonomy is seen as a bold masterstroke or a risky gamble. One thing is certain: Ruben Amorim has drawn his line early, and Manchester United's future may depend on whether the club is willing to respect it.